In the last episode, we started to turn the corner. Big results against the sides at the bottom of the table with us. We changed things around a little bit. ChesnoidGaming starting on the left-hand side for us now. Mackenzie's now an out-and-out left-back. And we changed the tactics in that we went very compact and shrunk into a low defensive block that was very narrow. And it seemed to work in nullifying offensive threats of opposition sides. Admittedly, that was the opposition offences of sides that were around us in the table. So against Watford to begin today, it might not go as well. 3 points the gap to safety as it stands. It's very, very tight at the bottom. We're only 5 points off QPR in 17th and 6 points, 2 games total worth of points away from Coventry in 16th. Coventry in today's episode. We have Coventry, we have Stoke. Ipswich, Watford and Luton are the other 3, and of those, Ipswich, Watford, Luton, Ipswich are 18th, so we know which 3 we're playing. Ipswich, Coventry and Stoke City. Meaning, we're going to simulate this first game away from home against Watford then. With Mackenzie being up at 73 rated now, and having a slightly higher rated ChesnoidGaming on the left-hand side too, hopefully that will help with our simulated games. We pray anyway. Watford are in 3rd, but you can see from their form, not necessarily promotion challenging form, that is it? So maybe there might be the opportunity of some points here, or a point here. We shall wait and see. Saying thank you to those of you continually on the board behind me for your continued support. Today we're saying thank you to Enzo Mio. We're saying thank you to Jaded Jade. And we are also saying thank you to Needs as well for their continued support in the comment section and on stream. Do keep your comments coming. Your press conference questions will be on their way a little bit later on. But first we start with this simmer against Watford at Vicarage Road. And it's something we get a point from. ChesnoidGaming from the left-hand side in the Mbappe role gets us an equalising goal after Hurtado gave them the lead. Another point on the survival campaign. Coventry lose. Stoke City lose. We are 3 points from safety now. Here's Ipswich Town. Their side are decent. They won their last game, so they'll be high in spirits from that. Chaplin's rapid and dangerous. Burns is even faster. Hurst up top will be very, very clinical in front of goal. Wolfenden at the back is rock solid alongside Axel Twanzebe. They've got Schultz in goal and Campbell at left back. 2 unknown entities for us. Options like Freddie Ladapo on the bench are dangerous, and Al Hamadi is very, very good indeed. It's Ipswich that we play, but it's actually a Norwich player that is in question with the first press conference question. It comes from Colm. It says, with Lee, our former Lee, winning the August Player of the Month, did you send him a little text congratulating him and asking how he's doing at Norwich? I think we can basically see how he's doing at Norwich. Better than he was doing with us. He had opportunities to score goals for us. He just didn't really do it. And in big moments, he did let us down. Maybe it was the system. I don't think so. I think he's not good enough for us. But under the attentions of the Norwich manager, they've been able to take him on a step. I'd actually be intrigued in looking to see how good he is now and see if he's improved as a player. I'm sure you guys will be curious too. Liam Bennett is still 72 at right back for Norwich. And even though they played someone different against us when we checked in game, Bennett has been starting right back for Norwich every week, other than when they played me. So, for those that were mentioning in the comments a couple of episodes ago about right back, Bennett isn't an option for us at the moment. Idris El Mazouni did play for Cambridge on loan from Ipswich quite a considerable few years ago now. But we're going to concentrate on players that play for Cambridge now, please. And hopefully these players at home in an East Anglian derby of sorts can get the result again. More games today against sides around us at the bottom end of the table. We must bring home more points. Ipswich man for comfort there. ChesnoidGaming with an excellent turn though, although his dribbling's not quite good enough to get away. So we'll come back, we'll start again. We have the worst home record of the season, the league apparently. We have not won a home game all year. 2 draws and 7 defeats at this new ground for us so far this season. It's not particularly gone too well, has it? Gallardo looking for Reyes Cleary, who's been bagging him so far this season, but not like that. Oh, nice ball into Chaplin. Out wide. There's Burns. Trying to get there with Mackenzie. It's a good ball. Oh, it's not a bad header from Marcus Arnott either, but the keeper wasn't worried by it. We haven't really been able to get our offensive game going so far, but neither of Ipswich. 35 minutes played. It so far sits locked, scoreless, which I'd say suits us. But it probably doesn't, really, with Ipswich being a side that we could realistically catch in the league table. We really want all 3 points here. No, we're supposed to go to the winger. Oh, what could have been. That's what we need to go for us. Those little balls where we need that tiny little bit of extra quality to find the right pass at the right time in the final third. And unfortunately, at the moment, we're just not quite doing it. And Burns. It's nicely done. ChesnoidGaming tracking back on defensive duties here. And doing well. Osborne chests that on. Don't lose it. Cannot afford to lose it here. Well done. Lasse Sørensen. Many a runner with me. Lasse's just going to keep going whilst the space is there to try and exploit. And Gallardo looking for Cleary. And Kusini in the box. ChesnoidGaming. Edge of the box. Here's Jensen Weir. Jensen Weir! Ooh, struck well, but Schultz makes a good save. A very, very, very good save. Dodds delivers. Up goes Ben Osborne. Up goes Wolfenden. Cleary back to Gallardo! Oh my goodness, off the line. It beat the keeper. And it really was genuinely right back off the line. Fontaine gets caught on it when I was trying to get it to Jensen Weir for another effort. That's the closest we've come to a goal so far. Quite literally. Just a matter of millimetres. Dodds sticks a toe in well. Runners in front. Balagizi involved. Little ball back to Dodds. Looking for Cleary on Osborne. And ChesnoidGaming. Goal Cambridge United. Huge goal in the 85th minute for Yengi in the Mbappe role again. The tweaking defensive tactics is working. The tweaking offensive tactics is working. The recovery continues. 90th minute now. Balagizi needs to get involved. The referee got in the way. Fontaine gets that half cleared. Balagizi's there. Oh, free kick for us? For handball, maybe? Free kick for them? I've absolutely no idea. Free kick for them. Multiple changes made to try and bring the fresh legs on for the final moments to give us the result we want. Chaplin's going for goal. And Keller Rose will say, "Ta very much." As will everybody in a Cambridge United shirt. On the pitch and in the stands. Cambridge United 1. Ipswich Town 0. That might be, if other results go our way, us not out of the relegation zone, but level on points with those that are there and thereabouts. If we win our next game away from home against Coventry, Brophy and Keller Rose leaving us at the end of the season, if we get our job done in this next game, that will be us officially out of the relegation zone. Officially out of the relegation zone. Yes, I know. Who thought that was coming? Press conference question from Enemy Dolphin, who says, reports have been floating around of you using the Cambridge fan group calling themselves the comments section to provide advice with regards to the squad. Mr. Monk, what do you say to these allegations, and do you think it's in the best interests of the club to be entrusting your fans with a championship squad? Quite frankly, sometimes the best ideas are the ones that you don't think of yourself. Anyone that has a welcome suggestion is welcome to offer it. And if it's something we feel is worthwhile, something out of the box that we hadn't considered as coaching staff, then of course we'll take it on board. Why not? They have lost 4 of their last 5 games, Coventry City. Their defence is solid. Their midfield has Donny van der Beek in it. The attack not quite so strong. That said, when I voice things like that out loud, normally comes to bite me back, doesn't it? We will not change a winning team. This 11 has been putting the performances together of late. Dodds has grown to 71 now, so there is still continual growth in the squad. Gallardo evidently has been doing more than we've considered so far this season, so maybe he doesn't go anywhere in January. But we're so all over the place this season, it has been hard to kind of pick out those that are performing and those that aren't, other than ChesnoidGaming and most notably Reyes Cleary, because he's been the man that's putting the ball in the back of the net most regularly. We got our first home win of the whole season in the last game, and we'd love to make it back to back. Kenzie down the line. Here's Walter. And Mason Clark. And Callum O'Hare, former West Ham man, draws the save out the keeper. Keller Rose does enough on this occasion. Corner to come in. Corner taken short. Sakamoto. Commentary, a big club. Certainly big enough to challenge to be in the Premier League, but at the minute they're challenging to try and stay in the Championship. Sakamoto. Oh, it changed player for me. I was about to get there with the man that you gave me, and then you changed player and I didn't get there. Sakamoto, Mason Clark, Roast with a save. Follow up, back heel, Mason Clark again, wide of the target. Breathe a sigh of relief. Sakamoto played in nicely. Here's Peters again. Fontan's in the way. Keeper committed. Walters has won the header. Here's Torp. Sakamoto. Everything's gone through him for them today, hasn't it? Oh, lovely ball into Peters. Walters there still. And Jose Fontan in the way again. I just couldn't do anything with it with Ben Osborne. And Mason Clark misses a glorious opportunity for Coventry again. Ball fell to... Start that again. Ball fell to Ben Osborne. And he just got caught underneath his feet. He couldn't do anything with it. Need to slow things down a bit. I've been getting a little bit carried away and overzealous with the tempo recently. But Dodds has made a good run here, and he's found really well. He's got Reyes Cleary with him. And here's Alex Collado. And Kusini Yengi again, maybe! Salcedo with the save. Back. Wide. Oh, would have been a great cross if Sakamoto hadn't put a block on it. It's just going to keep going. Oh, he ran all the way around the outside of everybody on the wing. He might have done nothing in front of goal, Mason Clark, but he certainly was very, very heavily influential in that move. Walter makes it Coventry 1, Cambridge 0. Avoids the challenge. It was a terrible attempt to try and win the ball. Oh, Dodds! Let me change to him. Oh, so close. So close to an equaliser. And here. Well in. Run, Kusini. Yengi on the breakaway. Cleary's forward too. Cleary's really far forward. Yengi with the delivery. It's going to reach him. Oh, what a save. Dodds on the follow-up. What a block. Coventry doing their absolute best here. Oh, man. How has that not ended up in the back of the net? Cambridge United have done everything but score a goal in this game against Coventry today. It just seemingly won't go in. The one time we're offered the opportunity to get out of the relegation... How have I not won that ball? The one time we're offered the opportunity to get out of the relegation zone and a bump in the road happens, and the side that we could knock into the relegation zone are the ones that are beating us so far, but I don't really know how they're still holding on to their 1-0 lead. 12 minutes to go. We need a goal. Saracens' touch is diabolically poor. His pass is much better, but it does find its target. Osborne needs to just keep hold of this, and Balagizi's come short. We'll switch. Dig it out wide and build down the left instead. Kusini Yengi's making a great run. Play it over the top looking for him. He's onside here. Kusini Yengi in behind. Just need to find a yellow shirt in the middle. And they get another last-ditch block on it, Coventry. They have been so good defensively. It's not even luck either. They've genuinely just been right place, right time. Here's Walter. Of course, the man at the moment about to score the goal. Or about to win the game with his goal. Balagizi, play him in. Back to Forrest. Back to Balagizi. Come on, James. You're in now, mate. James Balagizi misses the target. That's got to be the one. And it's not. Oh, it's going to be nothing. In the game that we could have won by 4-1, we've absolutely been the better team. But we'll get nothing from it. Coventry 1, Cambridge 0. The early goal enough to see us off. But how we haven't scored in that game is an absolute mystery. Plenty of chances for both sides, but ours was certainly the better. Stoke lose, which is good. I'm not sure if there was anyone else around us playing in those particular fixtures. We didn't lack from self-belief, but anything that will give them, the team a little bit of morale. We will learn from our setbacks. We will go again. Kusini Yengi's in really good form right now. The side were in great form. It's taken a little bit of a knockback there, but up next is bottom of the table Stoke City. That defeat, it now means we're 3 points from safety once more, and those above us have games in hand as well, and so it can twist and turn in just one match day. Right, he's not on the transfer list anymore, Sam Forrest, but that is an offer I might not be able to turn down. Frankfurt have come in for Forest. Where are Frankfurt? You imagine they're in the Bundesliga. Are they? They're 13th in the Bundesliga, but they're in the Bundesliga, and Frankfurt certainly are a much bigger club than us. I will try and maximise the potential deal. I reckon I can get up to 4.5 for Forest, which would be massive, but I have a feeling there's not really much I can do here. I'll ask for 4.2, and if they'll pay it, we're thrilled. They'll pay 4.2. Well, if he agrees contract terms, which you expect he will, because a club with that sort of financial clout will surely be able to afford his wages. It looks like Forest is going to leave us. Unfortunately, he is on the way out, it seems, but it could fund the right replacement for us. We shall wait and see. We have one final press conference question here from Gaming Be Fly. It says, with the forward-thinking qualities of Sørensen, does playing him on the wing sound like an option, with his defence being a question? Unfortunately, we did look into this, and Lasse Sørensen doesn't quite cut the mustard at the right-hand side of midfield. Whilst it's a good idea, unfortunately, he's not the right player for that idea. The full-back into the winger is a great progression for a number of players in the history of the game, but not on this occasion. Stoke, their form is, well, there's a reason why they're bottom. But Cardiff City's form was similar, and they beat me. Coventry City's form was similar, and they beat me. So I'm saying nothing on this occasion. They're missing Guest through injury. We do have Kirk Henderson back from injury, but this side has been playing so well with 2 centre-mids and not a CDM that he's only going to find his way onto the bench only now that he's back fit and available for the first team. So unfortunately for Kirk, at present, that first team spot is not available for him. Oh, intercept that. Get there. Challenge. Lovely challenge. Kusini Yengi's on the run. And Collado. There's so much room here for Dodds. Back post. Oh! Reyes Cleary with a diving header of your dreams. Cambridge 1, Stoke City 0. That has been coming for a long time. We've been the dominant side in this game so far. And now we've finally made the breakthrough. The cross was just what we needed. Picked him out superbly. Threw himself at it and couldn't miss. All right, we'll play the 1-2. Away. 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 Bajan Ho. Advantage played. Advantage taken. Bajan Ho, the man that was fouled, has the resultant effort that is well saved by Keller Rose. He's been fantastic for us since taking that first team spot. Can I see it? He's got the legs. There's a man at the back post. I'm worried. Why the defender has gone with his feet there at 6 foot in the air, I've absolutely no idea. They make a change. Jeez Louise, it does do some baffling animations sometimes. Outside the box when the foul was made. Oh, thank Christ you missed that, mate. Cheers, pal. Oh, Jesus, wet! How's that for a thumping challenge as a response? Give me the ball back. Bloody hell. That was nearly a career ender. Collado looking for Reyes Cleary quickly. Couldn't get it to him. Can't win that ball. And we're going to start throwing caution to the wind with some of the slide tackles we're putting in. I just need to make sure that we break up their play and they don't have the opportunity to score an equalising goal. Would be another huge 3 points for us if we can get it. Collado's touch lets him down. He does really well to recover. And we will just waste all the time in the world now, please. Run for the corner, Reyes. Run for the corner. I know our goal difference could really do with improving, but quite frankly, so did our points tally. It wasn't meant for you. It was meant for Reyes Cleary. Please do not score on the counter-attack now as a result of that. I'll be fuming. Thank you. Dodds. Henderson. Henderson gives it away. Henderson wins it back again. Keeps. Ref. Do the job. We've done the job. We might have had a bump in the road against Coventry City, but we've been picking up points left and right and centre. At the beginning of the Coventry game, I said, can we go back-to-back wins? The answer was no. But we have done, after getting none all season, gotten back-to-back home victories. Reyes Cleary's diving header at the back post. Enough to give us the points again. Another huge victory. Preston win, but it's against Derby. Cardiff look like they got a victory there as well. So
just a few questions.
As we seem to be putting points on the board, frustratingly, everyone around us is doing so as well. James Balagizi, unfortunately, I think might be on his way out in the January transfer window. The injury killed his Cambridge career. 7 months he was out for, and he just hasn't been able to find his way back in. And I think Balagizi is probably for the selling and for the replacing. Although maybe I keep him as a squad player. We could perhaps agree with him a change in his overall contract in terms of his role in the squad, although I think actually he might just be a rotation player anyway. He's down as important. He's unhappy with almost everything, so I will maybe offer him a new deal and see if he'll accept rotation. If he will, great. If he doesn't, then I probably will look to move him on, although he's not worth much. Certainly there's actually less potentially happening in January than we thought, although with Forest seemingly on his way out, it looks like there will be a sizable enough influx of finances. But I'm going to sort my finances out, and then a simmer against Luton. We're nearly out the relegation zone. It's just a goal difference that's causing us the problems at the moment. Level on points with Ipswich and Derby. Now scored 22 goals, and our defensive record is no longer the worst in the league, and that is thanks to, in no small part, Keller Rose. We will give the boys a little bit of a boost with the press conference. Kirk is on his way back. It is a difficult decision to leave him out, considering how important he was to the squad. But players have ups and downs in their careers, and if the rest of the side are playing well, then they have to get the preference. Luton are very good, as you well know, and to be fair, with the side actually recovering very well with just three days between the previous game and this one, actually, away from him against Luton. We might be good for a point here, and indeed we are. Ben Osborne gets it with a 76th minute equaliser. Luton bossed the game, twice as many chances and nearly twice as much possession as well. However, a point is earned. Coventry Derby is a big result, a big game, big fixture at the bottom end of the table. Oh, guess who's out of this relegation zone? We are! It's still particularly tight, but Ipswich and Derby lose on match day 44. Coventry have pulled themselves all the way up to 16th. Swansea are up there too. We're only 4 points off 15th in the table. Our form has been dramatically turned around recently, but we've got a very, very, very difficult January ahead of us with Norwich and Aston Villa. Although, to be fair, actually, it's not as difficult as I thought it was. Plymouth are beatable, Millwall are beatable, Coventry are beatable, and we'd like some payback, and Ipswich are too. I think we'll probably play all 6 games in the month of January whilst going through the transfer window. And Forest is confirmed as sold to Frankfurt for £4.2 million. So we'll pop that into the spend tracker here. Player sold 420,000, meaning at present we have a transfer budget of £9 million. We will be earning an extra... Where is he? Forest, what's he on? 2,100, earning nearly an extra £6,000 for the budget. Our wage budget's dropped because we gave an extension and a pay rise to Jack McKenzie. But we are financially in a great position to hopefully make the changes we need to strengthen the squad to, now that we're out of the relegation zone, stay there. Join me in the next episode in the January transfer window, where we will look to improve once more. The sides are basically this. Oh, Cleary's up to 74. That makes a big difference at the beginning of the transfer window. We can now sign 74 rated players. That might make a massive difference. We're going to look to improve on Balagizi. We may well look to improve on Sørensen too. We're not going to need Dago because Cleary and Yengi are doing the job, and we're going to have a youngster that's currently out on loan that has grown remarkably well out on loan at Levante, Dyer, that can come back and fill that role in the squad. He'll get recalled, I'm sure. And then we are going to lose Ben Nelson, but that's fine. We can replace him too with money to spend and our ceiling lifted, it's going to be a hell of a window. Don't miss it. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. And I will see you in the next one with some transfers inbound, I'm sure.